If you're after advice, here's some from me. When life gets you down, don't get mad, get cross. Get Christopher Cross. Ah, dearie me. Welcome to Acting is Reacting with me, JSB. And yes, today I am indeed turning to soft rock titan Christopher Cross and his smash hit theme from the 1981 film Arthur, cunningly entitled Arthur's Theme. Probably better known by its alternative title, Best That You Can Do. So this one is co-written by Cross alongside songwriting legends Burt Bacharach, Carole and Peter Allen, and it became his second and final US #1, and by far his biggest UK hit, reaching #7. For context, his other US #1, Sailing, only made it to number 48 here, and don't even ask about Ride Like the Wind. So I'm actually due to see Christopher Cross live for the very first time next month when he opens for Toto on their current tour. And that brings us to the real reason I'm highlighting this song today, because during its recording, Cross and his producer Michael Omartian swapped out his original band for some of the top session players of the day, including 3 members of Toto, no less. We've got David Hungate on bass, Steve Lukather on guitar, and the legendary Jeff Porcaro on drums. In fact, this episode kicks off a new strand on the channel I'm probably going to call Jeff Porcaro on drums, because, follow me closely on this one, I love hearing anything with Jeff Porcaro on drums. Without further ado, let's dive in. This is Christopher Cross's Arthur's Theme, Best That You Can Do, featuring the unmistakable groove of Jeff Porcaro.
Once in your life you find her, someone who turns your heart around, and next thing you know you're closing down the town. Wake up and it's still with you, even though you left your way across town. Wondering to yourself, hey, what have I found? Between the moon and New York City, I know it's crazy, but it's true. If you get caught between the moon and New York City, best that you can do, best that you can do is fall in love. Arthur, he does as he pleases. All of his life, his master's toys, and deep in his heart, he's just a boy. Living his life one day at a time. He's showing himself a pretty good time. He's laughing about the way they want him to be. When you get caught between the moon and New York City, I know it's crazy, but it's true. If you get caught between the moon and New York
So many little subtle things that he does on this track. Jeff, I mean.
best that you can do, best that you can
Probably unnoticed by the vast majority of listeners, but
fall in love.
just drives the feel of the song so perfectly.
When you get caught between the moon
very un-80s, super fast fade out. Alrighty, so that is a deeply uncool but also strangely wonderful song. And yes, Jeff is perfect as always, but so is the track really from top to bottom, with some great keyboard work from Omartian himself, and Ernie Watts on the sax is my secondary musical highlight after, of course, Jeff Porcaro on drums. And Steve Lukather is on there. Is he? Is there guitar on that track? I didn't really notice. Could have been anybody if there was. I know Marty Walsh is meant to be there on acoustic as well, so yeah, I think it's definitely a keyboard heavy arrangement. Maybe not so unusual with someone like Omartian producing. So anyway, I've never actually seen the film Arthur, so I don't know if that's the perfect theme song for that film or if it's just a nice poppy number that probably served the film and itself pretty nicely at the time. It did win the Oscar for Best Original Song, if I remember rightly, as well. And speaking of films called Arthur that I've not seen, I've also not seen the remake with Russell Brand. Anyway, if you also happen to be, like me, a diehard Jeff Porcaro fan, and you haven't got these books from Robin Flans, you should get them, especially this one. Essential reading, and I'll likely be turning to them for inspiration and quotes for many more episodes in this series to come over the next 40 years, or however long we can survive. Indeed, they are full of info that was new to me, including the story of how Jeff almost played on sailing, but I won't spoil that for you. Buy the books. In the meantime, to hear lots more Jeff rocking out on one of Toto's heaviest, and therefore best albums, go this way. Or head the other side for something that YouTube thinks you'd like, and I'll just say bye for now. But not for long.
Acting is reacting. This does not mean acting again.